Okay, everyone, welcome to your first live video of Mr. Wait. Today, this is for writing, and we're going to be talking about introducing your own character for your own story. We did a little bit of this with introducing Cain, and so this is how you're going to do it with your own story that you're going to write. Now, you're going to need to write a story about the toy that your group is making. You can write that story either as how that toy helps someone, or you can talk about the process of making that toy. But you need to make a character and you got to have a setting first. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it like we do with our reading, and we are going to draw 4 boxes on our page. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video and draw that into your writing notebook. And when you're done drawing the 4 squares, come on back. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to start with the first one is traits. And this is where we're going to have to describe our character. So we have traits there. Over here we're going to talk about what is our character's main problem. Now your character and my character are going to be different, so you need to think of a main character for your story. They have to have a problem. They're going to have to respond or have a response to the problem. And then they're going to have to change. How is your main character going to change from the beginning to the end? But we are going to start up here in this box with the traits. Okay. What kind of person are you going to have? And here we're just going to use, you can use a lot of different ways. If you want to, you can describe your main character using whoa, that's not what I wanted. Okay. You can draw a circle map with your character's name in the middle. So I'm thinking my character's name is going to be Billy. So I could write Billy in there. And then I can describe what he is like out here, right? I can cut this in half. And this side is going to be what he looks like. That's going to be what kind of person he is. So I want Billy to be brave. I want Billy to be smart. And I want Billy to be kind. Those are 3 qualities that I want Billy to have. Okay? I have to show them in the thing. Those are 3 traits that Billy's going to have. He's a brave person, he's a kind person, he's a smart person. Billy is also very tall, so that's what he looks like. He's very tall. He has long legs. And he has brown hair. Okay, so it's 3 things he looks like. So this is Billy. He's brave, he's kind, he's smart, and he's tall, has long legs, and brown hair. So all of this is being done in the traits box. On this side, I have his character traits. On this side, I have his physical traits, or what he looks like. Go ahead and pause the video and think about the character you want to describe. What's their name? Draw this simple circle map, or as I like to call them, donut maps. And try and describe your character. Pause the video and go ahead and try to do that. So now we're going to look at problem. Hopefully you have finished with your traits and you have an idea of what kind of person the character that you're going to be writing about is. Now we're going to look at the problem. In this one, we are going to use the prompt on. So I'm going to start this off with this sentence. We're going to use the same sentence frame that we use in the when we're doing our reading, right? So this is Billy wants, and Billy's problem is he really wants to go to the moon. To go to the moon but he has no way to get there. Okay, so this is Billy's problem. He wants to go to the moon, but he has no way to get there. This is obvious a big problem. And Billy's a kid, and he wants to go to the moon, but there's nothing there. So we know what kind of person he is, and we know what his problem is. Go ahead and pause the video again, and think about your problem, and you want to use your character's name here. Wants. What do they want? And but, right? They want something, but something's stopping them. What is it? Go ahead and write your sentence, and then play the video again. But for now, pause it. So hopefully now you have done your traits and your problem. Now we're going to look at the response. What does your character do about the problem? Billy is going to, and this one we don't have to use the whole sentence frame for. So Billy is going to do something very simple, and Billy is going to build a rocket ship. That's how he's going to respond to the problem, is because he's so smart and creative, he is going to try to build something to get him to the moon, since that's what he wants to do. Go ahead and pause this video again and think about your response. How does your character respond to the problem they are facing? Okay, here we are at the end, and we're looking at how does Billy change from the beginning of the story. Well, I'm going to say in the beginning, and you notice I am using the sentence frame that we use for the reading response. In the beginning, Billy is sad. Mainly Billy's sad because he can't get to the moon and he really wants to go there. And so by the end, though, Billy is determined that he will one day get to the moon. So he learns how to become patient. So he's no longer sad. He will end up becoming patient that he is going to do it someday when he knows enough how to do it. So by the end, Billy is determined that he will be getting to the moon. Okay, so go ahead, Pause, think about the change. How is your character, the one you're making up for your story, how is your character going to change? And then you write these sentence frames. You can use the sentence frames off the poster in class if you want to. Let's say in the beginning, blank is blank. By the end, blank is blank. Okay? Pause the video and then we'll wrap this up. So now we've spent some time getting to know our character. We have given our character a name. We've talked about their external or their internal traits, their character traits, as well as their physical traits. We have found a problem that they're going to have in the story, and we have a response to that problem that the character is going to do. Last, we talked about how your character is going to change from the beginning to the end of your story. This is us brainstorming and planning out how our character is going to be in our story. Next, we will talk about the setting and the sequence of events in the story.